Hi, and thank you for attending our virtual career night. My name is Ron Cedillo, and I'm part of Ron and Eva Cedillo of the HBR team, powered by Place. And today we're going to talk a little bit about what it takes to get into real estate. We're going to talk about the process, how long of a time frame it'll take, and then what to expect when you get into real estate. There's a lot of things that nobody tells you about, and my goal here is to educate you so you can make a great decision and you can have a successful career. So the first thing I'm going to do is talk about what is the process of going into real estate. And that is you're going to have to get your license, and that's going to take some time. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and share a little bit of my screen with you to show you what it's going to take to do this, so you're kind of educated on how to do this. And if you need help during the process, we can walk you through that process with you. So let me just go ahead and share my screen. So once again, I'm Ron Cedillo with Home Buyers Realty, and these are the steps to obtaining your license. You must be over 18 years old, or you can actually be a little bit below 18 and you can start the process, but you can't get licensed until you're over 18. You're going to have to register and complete 135 hours of required education. And the California Department of Real Estate has this rule where you have to do it within 18 days between tests. And there's a period of time to do this. The minimum time that we've ever seen anyone do it is 54 days, but there's usually, most people are averaging about 3 months. What we tell people as you're going through the process, there's going to be 3 tests. When you finish your second test, you can go ahead and connect with us. And while you're studying for your test, we can actually have you start working with our process, shadowing our agents. That way, when you actually get your test, you can actually hit the ground running. Once you pass the test, you already have the broker that you're going to work with, the paperwork done, a lot of the small little things that you can do beforehand. That way, and we call that dead time, right? Because you're not able to sell properties. That way, when you're licensed and you're on live time, when you can actually earn a commission, you're going to hit the ground running. As opposed to what we see a lot of agents do is they pass the test and then they're doing all the processes that could have been done while they're waiting for their exam. So most people don't realize this. If you don't have a school picked out already, just email us. We'll send you one of our preferred schools that has a high success rate, and that will make your life a little bit easier. All you have to do is pass 70% of the exam to pass for your test. The one thing that we have seen is we hear a lot of people say, I'm a horrible test taker, I'm not really great. Here's what we've told people in the past. It's kind of a memorization test. It is a skill. It is a barrier to entry. Once you have a license, it doesn't dictate how good you're going to do in real estate. The two have nothing to do with one another. This is kind of a memorization test, but actually having a successful career in real estate is very different than actually earning an income in real estate. There is some cost for real estate to take your test, and we will go over this, but these are the classes that you're going to have to take in order to do it. Once again, these are done in a way that will help you understand a little bit of real estate, but I would usually tell you the things that you're going to learn on your test, not all of them are transferable to your real estate career. Here is the cost for real estate, and we tell people you should minimally budget for this. The other thing that we talk a lot about is make sure when you get into real estate that, because this is a commission-only position, that you have a couple of months reserves. Even after you get your test and you are to put someone in a contract very quickly, you may not get paid for 2 or 3 months as they're closing out the escrow. So make sure that you have reserves when you do this, in addition to these mandatory costs that you're going to have: the testing fee, the course fees, the pre-licensing fee, your MLS fees, and your CVAR, which is our association fees. That can be expensive. Most people don't plan for this, so it makes a world of difference. Now, here's something that most people don't know in real estate is in 2020, the average sale in California for the average agent was roughly about $47,000. That's kind of scary because that's what they netted out. I know when I talk to people, their goal is when they come into real estate, they want to make 100,000. And my first question to them after that is, do you want to gross that or do you want to net that? And most people say, what's the difference? And I talk a lot about gross is that's what you make before your splits, your fees, your marketing costs, all the costs associated with running a business. And keep in mind, when you join real estate, you are kind of running a business. So you have to be really conscious of this during that process. When I talk about net, if you want to net 100,000, that's the difference between that's what you're taking home is the 100,000. I've seen many first year real estate agents make 100,000 or more, but there's usually a system and a plan behind it that they're doing, and that's how they're able to net that 100,000. I actually do a web page where I break down what's the difference between rich agents and poor agents. And there's a lot of videos that we've created that show the difference between the two. One of the reasons why we talk about joining our team is when you're a solo agent, it's kind of like you're doing everything on your own. And that's really, really hard. So you're starting a new industry, doing everything on your own. One of the challenges that we see is in the first year, rookies have a 70% fallout rate. First year, 70% fall out, and within a few years, 87% of them fall out. What we have seen, people that join teams tend to make more money. They actually stay in the business as long as they do the work, and they're happier, and there's less stress. So one of the things we talk about is, what is your plan to stay in the industry and make money? Because that is going to make a world of difference. So one of the things that we thought was really interesting was figuring out, your average hairdresser that, goes in and studies and wants to do this for a career. What is their cost? And what we found is your hairdresser, actually, their costs can be anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 to get their license, and they require 1,600 hours of education, as opposed to getting a license in real estate where you're making and impacting people's biggest financial decision. The cost is only $1,700 and it requires 135 hours of education. And this is kind of an interesting thing because one of the things that we think about is, you're impacting people's lives, you're helping to make the biggest decision in your life, and the cost, even though it's significant, $1,700, is still much less than someone that does your hair. So one of the things that separates us from a lot of our people is we have been around for 25 plus years. We have been endorsed by multiple people, including Barbara Corcoran of Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington of Shark Tank. We've been on Radio Cat Country in the Central Valley for over 15 years now. And Gary LaVox of Rascal Flatts actually sings our jingle. John Tesh also has endorsed us. So we've been doing this for a while, and we've been able to help our teammates make quite a bit of money. And this is myself and my wife, Eva. Now, we have partnered with Place. Place is a platform. They're our technology background. We have millions of dollars in our CRM. And that allows us to do, utilize leverage in a way of utilizing technology to help us serve our clients at a lesser cost, more efficiently, and we're using technology for our benefit. We have invested millions of dollars in our branding and our technology to help our agents succeed. So one of the things that we have done is really focus in on how do we help people. This is kind of our mission was, delivering the dream of home ownership everywhere. And our goal is to help people with their home goals. Our vision is to win in business, make money, and that's kind of, I hope, your goal, give to others, and really live experientially and do good. And that's really one of the things that we really talk about. And these are our values. The grit, results. We want to work with leaders. We talk about wealth a lot. I'm a real passionate person about wealth. I believe in teamwork and, once again, humility. So this is a lot about you. When we meet individually, we're going to talk about your goals, your dreams. What is your timeline and your career? And we're going to see if we're a good fit for you. And if we are, we're going to tell you, hey, this is the great fit. And if we know we're not a great fit, we're going to tell you we're not a great fit. But what we really focus in is, how do we help you succeed? How do we put you in a position so you can win? These are really, really important things that a lot of people don't understand. Is most brokers, they just want to recruit you, put you in, and basically, if you survive, you survive. If you don't, there's no skin off their nose. They're just okay. It's just a numbers game. For us, we really spend a little bit extra time on the front end, making sure that we like each other. And that's the first and foremost thing that we talk about. Do we like each other? And the second is, do we want to work together? And the third is, can we see each other partnering together and winning together? Because at the end of the day, we're looking at investing a lot of money into you through our technology, our time, our resources. And we want to make sure that you're going to be a good fit for us and that you're going to do the work that's required of you so we can both win and you can have a successful career in real estate and not fall out of the real estate career. So we're going to talk a lot about your goals. What are your business goals? What are your financial goals? What are your personal goals? What are your relationship goals? And what are your health goals? We have found that when we focus on these things, it really, really helps you become more of a complete person, a happier person, and that really is important. So one of the things we talk a lot about is your business and financial goals. What is your income goal? So if I were to say 12 months from now, you look back at the last 12 months and said, I made this much money, and this was the money I actually took home, not just made, but I actually took this money home. What would that number be? Now, what does that compare to last year? And then what is it going to be for the next year? How many units do you have to sell in order to do this? What is the average price of the home that you're needing to sell? And then what is your average commission? And there is a formula, and we actually have a plan that will help you get there. And that is one of the goals that we really do. So we talk a lot about, why should you partner with us? And the first and foremost, I always tell anybody across the country, I'm a new agent, I want to do this. The first thing I tell them is, you should join a team. And here is the reason why. Real estate is expensive. The cost to acquire a customer, it's called a CAC, is very, very expensive. And most new agents don't have that ability to do it. So starting off with low to no expenses is probably going to be the first thing. All the systems, all the technology that I use is expensive. Our marketing budget is expensive. If I were to ask you, what is your marketing budget when you start off? I will tell you, most people don't even think that's a question they should be thinking about. But if they did, I would tell you the average number that I hear is $300 a month. Now, I'm spending between $13,000 to $15,000 a month. If we were to go to war, who do you think would win? And that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to get into people's minds. So when they're thinking about buying or selling real estate, they call us first. And how do we do that? Through marketing. And we're really good about that process of marketing. So low to no expenses is really the biggest thing that we look at. The second thing is doing more business. As you're getting more confident in real estate, the more business you do, the more confident you become. The average agent only sells a couple of homes their first year. There's no confidence there because they don't know what they're doing. And that's really hard. The third thing is more time. Instead of you trying to do everything, you're actually have systems and people working for you. That's the leverage that allows you more free time. So you're only working on specific things as opposed to trying to do everything. And then the other part is opportunity. When you work with us, you're just not stuck in one position. We figured out a way that you can grow your career. So you're just not stuck there. You can grow in many ways with us. There is no limits with us. So when we talk about low to no expenses, these are all the expenses that we incur as your business partner. We have salaries, we have staff, we have administrative staff, we have coordinators, we have inside sales agents, which are ISAs, operations, marketing, and design. Imagine trying to do all that by yourself, because that's what the single agent's going up against. Then we have technology. We have a CRM that has millions of dollars behind it. We have all the things that are going out to people. We currently have a database of 20,000 people that you're able to connect with. We're marketing and advertising. We have all the things that, when I started, I had to go create on my own, which took a lot of time, a lot of expense. But as I was creating that, what I wasn't doing was connecting with my clients, which means I was losing out on opportunities to sell. Photography. We have a professional photographer that works with us. We have business systems. So once again, you're running a real estate business. And as you're running a real estate business, you have to think like a business owner. Are you doing the right activities that generate dollar producing activities that result in commissions, which results in money in your pocket? Are you doing all those things? Do you have payroll? Do you have assistants that are able to help you? We already have signage. We have all the things that are necessary to generate additional calls from neighbors, people driving by, all those things. Training and coaching. Now, I've spent a lot of money on training and coaching, and one of the things that we have is great training and coaching. Right now, we're teamed up with Brendan Bouchard with Growth Day. You can get a lot of online training that will help you. But once again, you're going to get online training from just not only myself, but the founders of Place. Ben Kinney, who's an icon in our industry, and Chris Suarez, that is an icon in our industry. These people have done so much. And that's what I see a lot of agents that don't succeed. They don't have people that are teaching them the right skills, the right things to do so they can succeed in our business. And then the most important is lead generation. We spend a lot of money on marketing, which we generate leads. And I always say, for an agent, leads are like oxygen. If you don't have oxygen, you're going to die. Well, in real estate, it's the same concept. If you don't have leads, you're going to die. And that's the number one reason why most people leave real estate is they just don't have enough leads. So when you partner with us, you're going to do a lot more business. The average agent only closes 3 deals in their first year. That's scary. That's the reason why 70% of them fall out. If you've been in the business for a time, 10 years, you're averaging about 10 to 12 transactions. You're surviving, but you're not thriving. When you partner with us, our goal is that you're going to do 2 transactions per month, minimum 24. Some people come in with a little bit different skill sets or a couple of different things, and they can do upwards of 75 transactions. Now, our goal is how do we partner to get you to those 24? When you're doing 24 transactions, you're going to feel confident, you know what you're doing, and you're going to become really good. I always say when you want to be competent in real estate, you have to do at least 100 transactions. Because when you do 100 transactions, you've seen the highs, the lows, pretty much every scenario, and you really, really feel confident. Your only goal is how do I get to 100 as fast as possible? So here's the way our process works, and it's really simple. On this side, the agent side, this is your sphere. This is what you're responsible for. You're going to contact your sphere. Who are the people that know you, like you, and trust you, that want to work with you? You're going to do open houses. That's a great way of meeting new people to grow your sphere. And then you're going to do what's called prospecting. Prospecting is a part of that business where you're calling people and going, hey, what is your goal for the next 12 months in real estate? And how can I help you achieve that goal? Now, what we're going to do is this side. We're going to generate the internet leads, because without leads, you're going to kind of struggle. We're going to do all the branding and marketing out there. We also do radio, which is a huge, huge benefit for us. One of the things we learned about radio over the last 12, 14 years that we've been on radio is just this. It sticks in people's mind. People know who we are. Even when we don't want them to know who we are, they know who we are. They hear those jingles, they heard those commercials, they know and have an intimate relationship with their local DJs that they trust them. And when they say, hey, you call these people, we get a lot of people that call us and said, hey, DJ Walker told us to call. Jamie Lee called us and said that, hey, that Rascal Flat guy, I can't believe you know him and he sings your jingle for you. You're the guy that we trust. That's huge. Listing leads. Because we're a heavy listing office, we always have people that call on our properties and talk about, hey, can you help me go show that home for me? And then we have what's called an ISA, an inside sales agent, someone who's constantly going in our database and following up on people that have inquired about selling a real estate and calling. That's what kind of separates us from a lot of people. We have a proven process and system to make sure that you stay busy and that you can close work. Once again, this is a partnership. You're going to do one part of the business. We're going to do one part of the business. If you do one deal a month, we do one deal a month. Together, we're combining. We're going to get you to 2 deals a month. That's going to be the minimum of 24. If you could do more than that, you're doing 2 and we bring in 2. That's how you get to 48. So just keep in mind, our goal is to help you do more business. We're a big believer in leverage, and I leverage so many things. The biggest thing that we do is we leverage administration and technology. That way you have more time to sell. And the more time you are in front of people, the more business you're going to do. If you're stuck doing administrative work or technology work, you're not talking to people. And this real estate is a contact sport. The more people you contact, the more business you're going to do. We have proven systems. It's a system called Brivity. It has millions of dollars behind it. It's always evolving, utilizing newest technology to help generate more business for you. But more importantly, it gives you more free time so you're not doing the old way of doing things. And once again, if I were to ask you, what is your CRM? Most people would say, I don't even know what a CRM is, or, I'm just using it on my phone. That's where I keep all my contacts. But that is a highly inefficient way of doing things. We're going to teach you efficiency, process, and systems to free up more time so you can enjoy life, not just always work. And once again, we have lots of opportunities. There's a leverage model that we want to do and an opportunity model for you. So as you grow with us, the more you do, the more income you can make. As once again, when you're able to work with us, the goal is how do we, just stay in real estate. If you're doing 1-2 deals a month, that means you could stay on the team. We have a limit of 2 deals per month. And we're really big on that because we know if you're following the process and the system, you're going to achieve that very quickly. As you start getting busier, we're able to hire showing agents for you so you can leverage your time. As you get busier than that, we're going to hire an admin for you so you can leverage some more time. So our goal is as you're growing in your real estate career, we're going to grow right along with you, show you the proven process and system so you can grow. The other part we talk about is wealth building. There's a lot of different ways that you can wealth build in real estate. Revenue share, because Place is a pre-IPO business. You can leverage some of your income by buying shares into it. This is something unique that not everybody has. So in real estate, the more streams of income you have, the wealthier you become. And we talk about wealth creation a lot. One of my personal goals is to create 40 millionaires in my lifetime. And I can tell you to date, I've created at least 10 millionaires so far. It is a personal goal of mine to help create millionaires. These are the tools that I help to do it, along with education and investing in real estate, which I'm very passionate about and I teach. And then once again, as you do more business, you're able to participate in health insurance that will reduce your cost. So if you're new, you're going to be in the agent. And that agent means you're going to do some things, meaning agent launch. What do you need to do first? And there is a process and systems that we have for people that take them from the beginning to the end so they are confident. They know exactly what to do every day and how to do it so they're confident. And when you're knowing what to do every day and you're doing it consistently, you're going to get very, very good. What I see most agents not do is they show up to the office and they don't know what to do for that day. And they're lost. Then all of a sudden, one day it turns into 1 week. Then 1 week turns into 1 month. And all of a sudden, no income comes in. And then that spiral effect happens. And then pretty soon, they're out of the business. With us, we have a proven process and system to get you to make sure that you are successful. As you grow from agent, you're able to go into associate mode. That means you're able to do other benefits, meaning you could purchase the stock purchase plan. As you go from there and you go into partner, then you can get into other things, meaning you can get healthcare. You get access to our partner mastermind group. You're going to get more things. So as you're growing, we're going to invest more time, more money into you because we want a long-standing relationship. And then as you keep growing, you can go further and further along into it. What separates us from everyone else? Place is nationwide and it's brand agnostic, which means there's a lot of different brands that believe in Place. Place is a platform. We are a community. We share and we want each other to get better. And so we're constantly learning from each other and growing each other. We utilize leverage and we utilize training and coaching. You're going to have a lot of that at no cost to you. We utilize technology. We have lots of exposure and we have a proven track record, and that's important for you. We are across the US and we are growing internationally. We help other partners with leverage, and that's the most important thing that you're going to want to know. We utilize training between classes, webinars, coaching, and videos. We have a whole platform that you can learn. So if you want to learn between Place or something called Growth Day, you can learn so much. You're always going to be growing. That is part of our core values, is constantly learning, constantly improving ourselves. So that will help you not only professionally, but personally. What I have found is when you grow yourself personally, you're going to grow professionally. And the more you invest in yourself, the more you're going to invest. The more you're going to be attractive to people. They're going to want to work with you, and you become more bankable. People are going to go, oh, I want to follow that person because they really know what they're doing. This is our technology. It is called Brivity. If you go to our website, sell with Ron and Eva, sellwithronandeva.com, you will see what the technology is. Go and play around, take a look at it. We're always giving things that the consumer wants. What is the value of their home? We purchase different platforms, so we're constantly marketing to our clients, and we're always educating them because we want to be the source of information, so they call us when they have a real estate question. Our marketing is second to none. It is really easy to utilize, and we have the admin process designers to help you do it so you don't have to create it yourself, giving you more opportunities to sell. And once again, our track record, we've sold so many homes. I know personally, even I have sold over $1 billion in homes, thousands of transactions. We've seen everything under the sun. We've been recognized by the Wall Street Journal, Inc. 5000, Inman, the 60 most influential people in real estate. These are industry awards that people go, wow, we know who these people are, and you are able to partner with them. And then we always have a track record of giving. Place has given so much. One of our favorite charities is St. Jude. We partner with Cat Country for the last, 12 years or so. And we are a big believer in giving to St. Jude. We've given, I would say, probably over $500,000 to them by helping raise money, working with their radiothon, and just being a great partner and working with great things. We're constantly giving in our community because we like a thriving community locally also. So what we require of you, commitment to the standard. We want you to do certain activities. We want you to be knowledgeable. We're going to require some productivity. There's going to be agent launch you're going to have to do, and we're going to ask you to show up. We need your participation. We need you to take this as a full-time job and take it serious. Like, this is going to be your career. If that's important to you, that's what we're looking for. If you're someone's going, I just want to do this as a hobby, I'm going to be quite honest with you. We may not be a match for you. We're going to invest a lot of time, energy, and money into you, and we want a return on that investment in terms of your commitment, that you're going to take this as a full-time career and that you're going to want to succeed. If you're going, if I show up, I show up. If I don't, I don't. It's okay. Once again, we're probably not going to be a fit for you. We can refer you to other brokerages where that's acceptable. But for us, we are 100% committed, and we want your 100% commitment also. So as we're going through this, we have some goals for you. This is kind of the plan. You're going to complete your goals. Like, what do you want to do? We're going to talk about our team agreement. We're going to require that you attend scripts and role play. You don't know what to say yet when the client asks you certain questions. We're going to ask you to memorize our vision, our mission, and our values. And then we're going to ask you to complete a sphere spreadsheet where 200 people that know, like you, and trust you, that you can call and say, hey, I'm in real estate. And you're going to start working with them. Then we're going to ask you to pick a start date. And then we will start you with agent launch at that process. And once again, this is the platform you're in. You're going to work with Ron and Eva Cedillo, the HBR team of Home Buyers Realty, powered by Place. So this is kind of what we talk a lot about, is how do we get you to be successful in real estate? So I hope this helped answer some of your questions. If you have additional questions, please reach out to us. You can email us at ron@HBR Team, so Henry Bob Robert Team.com. And I hope we're able to answer your questions. If you have additional ones, please, email us. We'd love to help you succeed in your career. If you don't have a school, we can set you up with a school that will, we know that has a proven success track record that will help you. So once again, I hope this was informative. Our goal was to teach you a little bit, get you on the right path so you can succeed in real estate and help you figure out what to do. If this is something that's interesting, we'd love to hear from you. And thank you and good luck in your career.